Theo Marks coming to you from the Sachem Public Library. Welcome to the Marks for Life podcast with your hosts, Jimmy, CJ, and Joe, the Shield of Wrestling podcast. Three casuals turned Marks wrestling fans to give you a direct line to all things in the squared circle. Enter the ring at your own risk. We pull no punches, we hit hard, and we will slam you with all the info you need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Because
it's Rusev Day! It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
And welcome to this week's edition of Marks for Life podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jimmy.
And I am the reigning, defending, and still your Marks for Life World Predictions CJ. We're bringing this episode to you in memory of Vader, who just passed away this week. One of the biggest topics that we have to discuss. We knew for a while that Vader was having a lot of heart problems, that he was going through a lot of health issues, but this news caught us all by surprise.
Yeah, it was pretty sad. I remember looking at the tweets and looking at the notifications online. It was pretty sad.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys seen it. We did put a thing on our social media in memoriam of him, and we are dedicating this podcast to him. Granted, I was never the biggest fan of Vader. I was always Undertaker, Mick Foley, even Sting, but, I could appreciate Vader for what he was.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
An amazing athlete, and that's what he was.
Arguably the best big man to ever be in the wrestling. Arguably. Not saying he is, but he's definitely on a top 5 list.
There's very few men like Vader who can be as powerful, but are also as agile. This man could do moonsaults, this man could fly through the ring, and this man can slam you through it at the same time. And Vader, we will miss you. We will always appreciate you. And we thank you for everything you have done. Our condolences to the family of Leon White, of Vader. And right now...
Yeah, we're going to do the 10-bell salute just for a quick moment of silence, please. Vader will be missed. I mean, if we wanted to do a retrospect on his career, they're very
underutilized.
Very underutilized.
At least in WWE. WCW, Japan, he was a headliner.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was reading up on him, and I was listening to other people talk about him, and saying apparently makes me feel so young at this point. Apparently, he was a world champion for 3 companies on 3 different continents. For the North America, for the AAA Heavyweight Championship, he was a European Heavyweight Champion. I forget for which company was that. And then he was a Japanese Heavyweight Champion for about 3 weeks. Not a lot of people could say that they do that. I feel bad being young and not appreciating Vader for what he was. I mean, looking back at some of the old footage, his mask was probably one of the coolest things.
And his theme song.
Yeah, his theme song. I mean, we just played it earlier in the show. I mean, it was pretty sweet. It's Vader time. It's always Vader time.
Yes.
My
God.
I feel like Vader time also was the conceptual idea behind Rusev Day. In retrospect, if you think about it, it makes sense. It's time. It's Vader time. It's Rusev Day. It makes sense. I don't think that's like the exact thing. There's no. I'm not a reporter. There's no real source and data to prove that. It makes sense, like retrospectively, like looking at it from one angle to another.
I guess.
I really wish that there was someone here to really appreciate Vader for what he really was. What was kind of cool though, like one of the very last memories that I think we can appreciate at least, was when he faced Will Ospreay, and like that whole Twitter feud and how that exploded.
Yeah.
I think that was like a fun moment. We talked about that when we first started this podcast.
Yeah, because
over a year ago. Over a year ago. We've been doing this for a year, buddy. We've been doing this for a year.
Almost a year. We still have another couple weeks.
No. It's been a year. It's been several months until our iTunes and Google Play stuff. But it's been since our very first episode that was dropped on the internet ever.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. A year has gone by. We have several new people on the podcast. A year of wrestling has been under our belt, and we have a belt.
I have a belt.
All right.
I have a belt.
Fair enough.
Oh, quick shout out to Ruben Cruz and Bill. I don't know your last name. They're coworkers of mine that listen to my podcast who say I curse too much, but it's good. They actually gave us a good idea for something we could do after SummerSlam.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so I think we got to get everyone in on that.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it.
Yeah. But after this depressing news, we have to move on to more depressing news.
Go on, my friend.
Big Cass got released. My dude. This guy's a dumb fuck.
Okay, hold on. Can I just say just one really quick bad joke? I didn't realize that their match at Money in the Bank was a loser leaves town match.
Oh, man.
I just heard that from a podcast literally 10 minutes ago. It was... Oh, boy. Shout out to Cheapy for giving that amazing nugget of jokes right there. Oh, my God. But...
You're an idiot. You're an idiot, and so is that podcast. Oh, my God.
It was bad, though. It was bad.
It was bad.
But so apparently was the reasoning behind Big Cass's firing, apparently.
I have a couple of them.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you very much for the
called an Italian ricotta cookie.
Ooh, I like ricotta.
Yeah. So.
While we're eating, I guess we can explain what was going on with Big Cass.
I'll explain it while you enjoy.
All right.
So pretty much, Big Cass had multiple things going against him. First thing that he had that was pretty bad was that the Daniel Bryan segment where he was attacking the midget.
I don't know if we could stay midget on here, but okay.
He was attacking the little person.
There we go.
Whatever. I don't go. Vertically challenged. I don't know what you want to call him. So he was just supposed to do a big boot.
That's not what he did.
He did proceed to do a beatdown, but that went against what officials were saying. The officials wanted Big Cass just to do the big boot. And then he asked them, hey, can I do a beatdown? The officials said no. And Vince McMahon himself said no.
And he still went on.
Went on and did it. That's reason number one.
Yes, and obviously Vince and some other officials probably got mad about that.
Yes.
What do you think was Big Cass's thinking behind that? I know there's other reasons. I just want to go into... What do you think...
Why would he just do a big boot?
I know. I'm just saying, he was just being told what to do with the big boot, but then why proceed to going down with a more beatdown? I have an idea, but I'm just asking if you know.
Pretty much, Big Cass was thinking, in my opinion, this is stupid. Why don't I just beat him down? What's the harm in that?
Well, I mean, other than the fact that he just beat up a little person and it looked bad.
Well, so is throwing a big boot to the face.
Well, yeah, but...
He's supposed to be a bad guy.
That's true.
He's not beating up the little person because he's little. He's beating up the little person because he's Daniel Bryan.
Sorry.
They shouldn't have did the joke in the very first place that they didn't want a heel beatdown. In my opinion.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can't say for sure. I mean, how do I word this? I can't say for sure that Big Cass is completely to be blamed for that. Obviously, that they went on to do this terrible story angle for this feud.
Mm-hmm.
For Big and Little, and then obviously this was going to be a joke. And then Cass just ran along with it because, I mean, if you just continue on with it, it might impress, Vince. And, what I was hearing from another podcast from a completely different one that I think is a little bit better than the one I just gave, was saying that maybe Big Cass was trying to go for the brass ring. and try to like go above and beyond what he was being told what to do, and see if he could try to get some. So I can't say for sure to 100% blame Big Cass on that one.
The second reason, public intoxication during the European tour.
Yeah.
Plus, he thought he was being ribbed on the bus when the bathroom lock broke. He thought he was being ribbed, so he broke down the door.
Okay, so there's two things for that. One, the alcohol thing, I could see that being a big thing, and I actually applaud WWE if that was one of the reasons for it. The second thing, with the bus thing, I kind of have to decide on Big Cass on this. Like, you're involved in a business where ribbing people on an almost constant basis is kind of what they do. Like, you kind of can't blame Big Cass. You can't have that be one of the reasons for firing him. I'm sorry. That one I'll give, like, Big Cass, I'm on your side on this one.
But he had a lot of heat is what I'm saying.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, if you can't really blame him for thinking that he was being ribbed.
Third reason.
Okay. This one I might not know, but go on.
I just found out about a couple minutes before this podcast recording. He got into a fight with Carmella.
Oh my god. Oh.
He got into an altercation where, for those of you who do not know, Carmella is the current SmackDown Women's Champion, and she and Big Cass used to be a couple. They used to be romantically involved. They broke up.
I like them as a couple. I thought when Big Cass was gonna come back, hopefully they would have still been together, but I don't keep in contact. I don't keep that much into detail of like WWE relationships that well.
Yeah.
So it would have been cool to see like Carmella kick James Ellsworth out, like back when she won the first Money in the Bank to get Big Cass. I think that would have been a cool idea.
Yeah.
But that didn't turn out. So go on, continue with your.
Yeah. Apparently he actually went to go grab her arm and stuff and everything.
Oh, okay.
As she was trying to leave.
Okay, so that I would. Yeah. Okay.
So
WWE.
Vince McMahon held a meeting. And brought the locker room together and then fired Big Cass right before the tapings.
Ooh, yeah, that's, yeah. I can get behind the alcohol. I can get behind that. I can get behind the little person, like half. I can't get behind the bathroom thing.
I'm just saying there was already heat on him. Like, no one liked
but
him.
that one, I would say like, yeah, okay, you gotta go. Like, it's one thing to thinking that you've been ribbed or like go do something that you weren't supposed to do by accident, and then kind of like stay in line with that. And
Not accidental, but
oh, I mean, it wasn't accidental, but I mean like, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
But like the whole being in an altercation with someone that's both a different sex and someone who has a complete size disadvantage, regardless if they're male or woman, I mean, it doesn't look good. Especially if it's not with a woman, especially with someone that used to be romantically involved with, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Like,
so it doesn't look good for Big Cass at all right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's in that Enzo territory right now. It's really sad. I mean, I'm not going to cross that line. I'm just going to say he's in Enzo territory. I'm just going to leave it at that. Did you see what Enzo tweeted at Big Cass when the news dropped?
How you doing?
Oh, boy. They had the worst luck. I'm sorry, man. Like, they never should have broke them up.
No.
I don't know if the heat would have persisted to continue, but, I mean...
Speaking of Enzo, did you hear about what the original plans for Enzo and Nia were supposed to be?
Was it supposed to be a couple angle, and then Enzo was supposed to dump her or something like that? No.
Enzo was supposed to be, him and Nia were supposed to be a thing, and Nia would help him win matches. And then Nia would see him macking with Alexa Bliss.
Ew, no. I would have I'm glad they did not do that. Oh my god. Is that confirmed? Who wrote that?
Enzo.
Oh, he said that was, oh boy. When?
A couple days ago.
Like on social media, or was that like on...
Interview
with who?
I don't know.
Was it the Stone Cold podcast?
I have no idea.
Oh, I have to look that up, because that's, oof.
At least that's what I've read.
Oh boy, that's gross. I would have hated that. Oh my god.
You were all for it at first too.
Oh god,
Enzo
that would have been
Nia,
terrible.
You were all for that.
I was, yeah, looking back at it, that would have been terrible. It shouldn't have been, if it was with another girl, not Alexa. I don't know who, or if they just didn't do that. Yeah, that would have been terrible. That would have been terrible. I don't want to get off this topic because I'm starting to get the. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about something else.
Oh, CM Punk's fighter got fired.
His opponent.
Yeah, his opponent.
Mike the Truth Jackson. Poor. Oh man.
Yeah, Dana White fired him. Like what? Because he was showboating. He could have easily won that match in the first round, but he just let CM Punk fight.
I mean, this whole Punk and the UFC thing is just ridiculous. I mean, I guess Dana did the right thing by firing him. Like, I understand, I understand Mike Jackson's trying to be a fighter. The problem is that he's not that good of a fighter. And I don't think the right thing was to showboat against CM Punk, especially if you're trying to actually get a really good contract with UFC.
Yeah.
Like if you're Mickey Gall, I could see doing that, but even Mickey Gall didn't do that. Mickey Gall stuck to going into the fight and winning the fight because that's how real future champions, in my opinion, are gonna, act in UFC. So I kind of can't blame Dana, but at the same time, Mike Jackson won regardless. And he did, and he's not that good of a fighter, but if we're going to put this UFC fight in wrestling terms, CM Punk did his job by being a jobber to make Mike Jackson look good. So you kind of can't fall.
But you shouldn't showboat in UFC.
No,
that
you shouldn't.
Just leads out
injury. It leads out to injury and just a whole bunch of bad attitudes. I mean, that's what happened with. I don't know if you know about this. I don't think you would, but that's what happened with Anderson Silva. I don't know if you remember that, but Anderson Silva was the middleweight champion of the UFC a couple of years back, and he was facing Chris Weidman, who's a Long Island man.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, and in their first fight,
he's a Stony Brooker.
Yeah,
he went to Stony Brook University. We saw him at our homecoming game and stuff.
And their first fight, Anderson Silva was a complete showboater. Now, granted, the difference between Mike Jackson and Anderson Silva was that Anderson Silva has been defending the title for almost 3 years, the middleweight title, and in the first fight that he faces off against this one dude, he's showboating, he's being a jerk, and then quick knockout, and then Chris Weidman is the champ. Second time comes around, and this is probably the most gruesome part that basically ended Anderson Silva's career, and it's bad. So he tries having a legitimate fight. Chris Weidman blocks a really strong straight kick Anderson Silva gives, like Daniel Bryan does, but to the chest, but like it's an actual one, and Chris Weidman just puts his leg up to block it. And he hit it so hard that Anderson Silva's leg broke in half, ended his UFC career. And that's what, I mean, he didn't showboat, but, I mean, if he didn't showboat in the first fight and took it serious, then he would still be in the UFC, probably dominating the middleweight division.
Probably.
But showboating's not good, especially in UFC. It works in wrestling.
Yes.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work in UFC.
And another thing I want to talk about, because I want to bring up this is pretty much under the CM Punk topic, concerning one of his losses with one of his wins. Guess what was revealed about Dr. Aman?
What was that?
He had a relationship with one of the WWE wrestlers.
Oh.
As he was a doctor.
Really? Which wrestler?
Oh, you mentioned her a couple weeks ago. Your favorite singer.
No. Oh my God.
Your favorite singer. A former Divas champion. For all of 5 minutes.
Oh my God. No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Just say it for the crowd.
Jillian Hall.
Oh my God. That's gross. Well, I mean, good for the doctor, but man.
No, that's bad for the doctor. He can lose his license for that.
Well, yeah, I know, but
you can't be in a relationship with your patient.
No, I know that. I know that. I'm saying good for the doctor, in getting Jillian, but in that sense, but ugh.
Yep.
Man.
She revealed it about a week and a half ago, right after the Punk trials.
Well,
So do we really trust this doctor now?
No, he's done. 100% done. There's no coming back from that. He's not coming back from that.
Yeah.
That's, oh boy.
You know what else is bad?
What?
Sami Zayn's out till 2019.
I know. That one hurt here. He was...
Two torn rotator cuffs.
It's...
And you know what his loser leaves WWE match was? Bobby freaking Lashley!
Oh boy.
There is just a lot of news here, folks, and we're just trying to streamline through all of it. Just to recap, fortunately Vader passed. Hilariously, Big Cass got released, as well as Mike the Truth Jackson. And then it was even funnier now that Jillian Hall pretty much cost Dr. Armand his medical license. And now Sami Zayn's out with injury. Just a quick recap of the first 20 minutes of this podcast. And we still have to go over the past two pay-per-views.
Yeah, we're not doing what we had originally planned. It's just going to be too long. As much as I would have... Yeah. I think we both would have enjoyed it.
We could even just do it next week.
Yeah, we could try doing it next week.
We gotta get Joe in on this.
Yeah, we gotta get Joe. It would be cool to get Joe and Jared on it.
Yeah.
We'll save that.
We'll talk to him right after this and be like, hey, what's the best time for y'all? So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but man...
Yeah, Sami Zayn got fucked over.
Is
hard?
Man. And you know what sucks? I like him as a heel. And I was actually enjoying... Even though he wasn't...
Did you see his entrance on the way to Money in the Bank? Only good part of that whole match was him walking to the ring and doing snow angels on the entrance ramp.
I mean, that's why he's such a good heel, though. It's so good. But, I mean, he was given the worst possible thing to do and try to make it good. That's exactly what I think. I'm not even gonna... No, not even gonna go into that one, because that one's still worse, even from that. I'm not even gonna... No. Refuse that.
It's just Raw is the place where where wrestlers go to die, like their careers. Raw's the place.
Well, I mean, you can't say that about Big Cass. His career is basically done.
Big Cass's career was done since his Raw injury.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Oh man.
Oh boy. Woo. Ah.
All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll get into NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you interested in a new travel destination? Well, look no further than Suplex City. This special destination's popularity has soared in the past 4 years, ever since it was constructed in Los Angeles, California, with its first ever resident by the name of John Cena. Since John Cena's arrival, many world-class athletes have taken residence in this city, including Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, The Big Show, Goldberg, and The Undertaker. None of this would have been possible without the Nightmare himself, Brock Lesnar, and his advocate Paul Heyman. So if you'd like to kick back, relax, and throw back a night of Germans, come on this one-way ticket to Suplex City for only 21 and 1.
And we're back.
Yes, we are, and we're right here talking to you guys about the NXT Takeover show. And guess who was right for 100% of it?
I hate you. I was so close with Nikki Cross. That one could have been a back and forth thing. That one, ugh. I'm so disappointed. But you know what? She went out like a champ.
You mean like a loser?
Yeah, if you call that sadistic smile a loser, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, Shayna's fucked. So let's go over the results. So, the NXT Tag Team Championships match, we had the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. They retained against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch in a pretty solid match, I'd have to say. That made those jobbers. Like...
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good stepping stone for them, because they're probably going to go into another certain area of NXT what we'll be talking about after we're done with the
yes,
pay-per-view or takeover event. I don't know what these things are called anymore.
Takeovers.
Yeah.
We had Ricochet defeat Velveteen Dream, and
Exactly how we thought it was going to be. And probably one of the best things Velveteen Dream's ever done.
he came out like freaking Hulk Hogan.
Did you notice his tights? They were
Prince Puma. Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. Oh, God. Velveteen Dream is literally the best character in WWE right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's no denying that.
Oh, yeah, he's
He is
fantastic.
the best.
He deserves everything.
I'm definitely ready for him to get a belt now.
Yes.
He definitely needed like one or two good stories. Maybe the next one might be with EC3, or the next one might be with Adam Cole. Let's just see where it goes from there. But I would definitely want to see him with a belt next.
Yes. We have Shayna Baszler defeating Nikki Cross to retain her NXT Women's Championship.
In arguably another dark horse match that went really good. The way that they ended it, I think, was very good. I think the way that she choked Nikki out, and Nikki was just smiling, acting all sadistic, was pretty great.
Last woman standing. NXT television. Where she loses again.
We'll see what happens.
She just needs to be called up with Sanity.
Well, we'll talk about Sanity when we get to Money in the Bank and stuff like that. And then lastly, it was the... No?
Two more things.
Two more.
NXT Championship, Aleister Black defeated Lars Sullivan.
There was one thing...
That sucked.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed because there was the one moment where he kicked and it didn't connect, and then Lars fell down. Yeah.
But Lars was bleeding. It connected all right. He was
there
busted open from this side.
No. There was one kick that did that. There was another kick where it didn't connect at all.
Oh.
And yeah, it was like a quick moment. It was not good. Not one of the better matches. I think it has to be Lars.
Yeah.
I think Lars is not ready.
No. He shouldn't have never challenged.
No, he was not ready. I'm sorry, Lars.
Should have been EC3. That's what they were chanting in the crowd.
Well, hopefully EC3's next.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, and then the match of the weekend.
Match of the weekend. Dave Meltzer gave it 4.5.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't give it the 5. He gave it 4.5.
I already thought it was arguably better than their first match.
Listen, it's Dave Meltzer. I mean...
Fuck you, Dave Meltzer.
And... It was brilliant. I loved it.
Tommaso Ciampa defeated Johnny Gargano in a street fight. First off, Johnny Gargano came out looking like Captain America from the Avengers movie. Second off, Tommaso Ciampa is the greatest heel of this generation.
He's going to be the next NXT champion.
He has to.
By the Survivor Series. I'm guessing by the Survivor Series one. I don't know if they're going to do another NXT War Games or another
I think it's
special.
SummerSlam.
No, I think EC3 is going to be first, and then it's going to be Tommaso, and then he's going to lose to Tommaso, and then Tommaso going into the new year will be champion.
I just know he's going into the New Year's champion. I don't know when he's going to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But when
thinking.
he challenges, he's going to win.
Yeah.
Because this guy... Man. Holy crap. This guy spit on Johnny Gargano's wedding ring. You know how crazy? I would lose my shit.
I mean,
I would have done exactly. I would have done the exact same thing Johnny did. I'm like, no, this guy's gonna get hurt hard. I'm gonna beat him within the inch of his life. Like, you don't spit on a man's wedding ring like that. You don't do that. That is ultimate disrespect. Oh man.
By the way, after a very long feud, that's how it ends, with the bad guy winning at least once. Which we'll get into when we talk about Money in the Bank. But that's how you properly do it. That's how you properly do long-term storytelling. Was the Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa feud. Hopefully it takes a back seat for a while.
Yeah.
So Tommaso can go into the championship run.
Yeah.
And then by next WrestleMania season, it picks up again. That's what my hope is.
Yeah, I get you.
Because that's just gonna make TV ratings gold, and then if that Fox deal is true, that we're gonna get NXT
FS1, yeah,
is gonna be on FS1.
Tommaso should lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's amazing. Like, holy crap. The fact that match was great. It was brutal. Yeah.
NXT is just getting more and more violent, and WWE is just not really.
Yeah, NXT is also expanding. They just going into our next topic. NXT has just released a United Kingdom show, an NXT UK division.
Yep.
Which is crazy, because it still interacts with the NXT roster. You want to know how?
How?
How? You want to know how?
Go ahead.
Guess who just won the tag team championships?
Who? Oh yeah, the undisputed. No.
Who won? Guess who won at the tapings for NXT UK?
Oh, what's their faces?
Come on, it's your boys.
Yeah, Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven and Tyler Bate.
Yup.
They're my boys. Mustache Mountain, man.
And then they lost at the NXT tapings.
Uh,
Back to the Undisputed Era.
yeah, and then they're gonna probably do a tournament over there to get new belt. Yeah, because that's what they're doing. After the tournament for the UK Championship, they're establishing a new NXT in the UK.
Yes.
And I forget. I think it's Johnny Saint is gonna be running.
Yeah, Johnny Saint's gonna be the GM, which is crazy because he's the father of British wrestling, if I remember correctly.
He's definitely one of them.
Like, Daniel Bryan looked up to that guy. Johnny Saint, who's a Dynamite Kid, was part of that generation.
William Regal and what is it?
I thought they came at the tail end of it.
They did, but
him and Fit Finlay.
Well, yeah, him, Fit Finlay, and there was one more. I forget his. Robbie Brookside. That's his
name. Brookside. Yes.
Yeah, they all looked up to Johnny Saint. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty excited.
I'm still waiting for NXT Japan.
Oh my God. Let's see if they.
It's gonna be led by Kenny Omega.
Oh my God.
But congratulations to NXT for getting the UK division. Let's hope again. NXT needs NXT Cruiserweight. Personal opinion. NXT needs to run their Cruiserweight division.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are the perfect place to have divisions. They already have a North American division. They have a United Kingdom division. They already have the main division. They could do a Cruiserweight division.
This is true.
Yeah. I know it's true.
Oh, boy. And the UK tournament is almost... I believe it wrapped up.
Yeah, who won? Was it the guy you picked? I know not the Tiger guy.
No, it did not. He made it to the quarterfinals.
Okay.
He made it to the semifinals against Zach Gibson, and Zach Gibson is going to be facing Pete Dunne.
Who the freak is Zach Gibson?
He's a... It's hard to describe him. He's like... It's very hard to describe him.
Is he good?
I think he is. Not as good as Travis Banks. I think Travis Banks would have been so much better.
How far did Travis Banks go?
He came in second to Gibson.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I was pleasantly happy with what happened. I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly happy with the tournament itself. And this is definitely going to be a feeder going into the NXT UK brand, I guess you could say.
I still want to see Wolfgang challenge for the NXT Championship.
It could happen.
Wolfgang.
I'm more curious about the women that they're going to bring on.
Tony Storm's already part of it, right?
I think so.
But Piper Niven's not.
No.
Yeah, Piper Niven's done with WWE last time I checked, right?
I believe so.
No, it was Abby Layth that was.
Well, yeah, Abby Layth I know for a fact, but she's not a British wrestler. Though,
no, she's not. But I think... I don't know what
I don't remember. I don't think Piper Niven signed any contract.
They should have.
Yeah, I liked Piper.
Should have jumped on her when she had the chance.
Yeah, of course, you would say that.
You discussed.
But there's also there's a whole bunch of people that they could get. There's one specific person I hope that they get.
Yeah.
Which will then lead to someone else coming in.
Who?
I hope they get this woman called Bree Priestley. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not.
Okay. Bree Priestley is a pretty good wrestler.
Okay.
She's sassy, and an overall pretty good heel. What's more interesting is who she's dating. Because you don't know who it is. She is dating arguably one of the best high flyers of our generation. And that is Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay isn't leaving New Japan. I'm sorry.
No.
And if they bring Will Ospreay in, they're gonna like shit on him and put him on 205 Live. Do you want that?
I mean, they haven't done that with Ricochet yet. I'm just saying.
Ricochet's in NXT. They're gonna make him a mid-carder, just like Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, it could happen. It could.
Like Leo Rush.
Let's not talk about Leo. Leo just disappoints me. I'm sorry. He had so much potential, and he just has a big fucking mouth.
But he's the Moth, the man of the hour. An hour I will never get back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so a lot of big things happening for NXT, but
Pretty good stuff, I would say.
yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised with a lot of the NXT news that came out. I still have no idea logistically how they're going to do it and how they're going to interact with all the other brands that are out on the UK scene. Because you have Progress, you have ICW, you have Rev Pro, you have Defiant, you have NGW, you have... I think they're just bringing back World of Sport, which is a very old brand. And, you know, whatever Impact show, I think, which goes inside with World of Sport. And then...
I'm sure Triple H is going to have like a working relationship with all those companies. He already has a working relationship with Evolve, with NXT. And NXT is a huge thing with a lot of these independent companies, you know.
I'm really jealous of the UK people, though, because they get their own NXT, and I would love to have like not a Long Island, but a New York in general NXT brand. That'd be cool. That way we can go...
NXT NYC?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be terrible.
How would it be terrible?
I don't know. I just don't trust it.
How would you not trust it? Sorry, I burped.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I want to see how the UK division goes before... I'm skeptical. I'm going to be completely honest.
About the NXT UK?
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Well, I mean, this was in Triple H's plan. He has had plans to expand NXT to a global brand and put out performance centers everywhere, and NXT UK is probably
we've
the
been
first
talking
step.
about this. I agree. I just think that it's gonna be difficult. You know, I think it's gonna be very interesting.
Well, I think the success that Triple H has had with the OG NXT, I think shows that it's possible. I mean, I agree with you. I can see where your skepticism comes from, but there's
Not skepticism, cautious.
Cautious.
I'm just cautious is all. I would like to see how the product goes.
Is it because you don't know enough British wrestlers or enough people in the UK scene?
That's going to be a big reason. I'm going to be completely honest. NXT was also one of those things, too, where I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes, because I didn't really know any of them.
I mean, there is one dark horse that we neglected to mention for kind of a reason that we kind of don't know where he's going, but if this might happen, maybe.
Who?
Neville.
Neville's done.
He's not. He's still employed. He has not been fired, or let go, or anything.
He's done. I don't know. He's been gone for damn near a year. How much more you want out of this guy?
I'm just saying
He's gonna be done.
And he has not been gone for a year. Not yet.
He's done.
I don't know.
He's done.
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know.
I don't expect him back.
Would you mark out if he did, though?
Oh, of course, but I don't have any hopes for it.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're going to take another quick break, and then we're going to talk about Money in the Bank.
Hello, Audio Marks. I am one of your Marks for Life podcast, so CJ, coming to talk to you about Patreon. Patreon is a place where you guys can go online and pledge your support to your favorite music artists, to your favorite artists, and even your favorite podcasts, like us. We at Marks for Life podcast have our own Patreon page, and we are always appreciative of our Marks for Life podcast pledges. So for only $1 a month, you too can also pledge your support to us. But that's not all. With $2 a month, you can get all of our podcast episodes, as well as a special shout out from the Shield of Wrestling podcast, Jimmy, CJ, and Joe. And even further, you can get all of that with $3 a month, plus a follow back on Twitter and Instagram. So, what are you guys waiting for? Head on over to Patreon at patreon.com. Search for us at Marks for Life Podcast. And we'll see you then, Audio Marks. Thank you very much. Back to the show.
And we're back.
Alright, guys, so time to talk to you guys about Money in the Bank and how I crushed Jimmy, Joe, and Jared.
You crushed me. You didn't crush the other two by that much.
I crushed Joe.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go over the results for all of you marks. First up, we have Daniel Bryan defeating Big Cass in his final match.
That we didn't know until Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Well, Tuesday afternoon before SmackDown went on air. It was great.
We have Sami Zayn bitching on to Bobby Lashley.
And then touring his rotator cuffs later.
Pretty much means Bobby Lashley made Sami Zayn his bitch. We have Seth Rollins retaining his Intercontinental Championship against Elias.
Which was good up until the
Monday night, which we will talk about the implications of these matches. We have the Women's Money in the Bank, which surprisingly no one freaking won. Because the one woman that I never bet against won!
To be fair, I think that was a bad idea to give it to this one specific woman.
Let's talk about it. Alexa Bliss.
I think it's a terrible idea.
I thought it was fantastic.
I like the way that she did it. I'm not
did
disagreeing with that. I think it's just a terrible idea overall.
I'm not, because we'll get Bliss versus Rousey.
Well, I mean, considering what happened this past Monday Night on Raw, it's definitely happening.
It's gonna be great!
I hate the idea of why we're going down this road. I thought we were done with Alexa for a while. I would have been okay with that.
Never. We're never done with Bliss.
You're so gross.
Shut up! I love Bliss. I'm just happy.
That's so gross.
I'm happy that she won.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Of course.
But we were wrong about this one. This one was a swerve. I was surprised.
I'm happy Natalya didn't get it.
Yeah, but there was such a better story to tell though. It may have made more sense. I don't see where this go. I mean, that's a lie. I do see where this is going. It's going to lead to an interesting feud. I will give you that. I mean, it kind of already started. I mean,
I'm happy about it.
I know you are because
Ronda put Bliss through a table and then beat the shit out of Kurt Angle.
As if she completely forgot that Kurt Angle helped her win her
Rousey's
first match.
pissed off. I tweeted, I'm like, yo, so did Kurt Angle forget the last time he suspended someone pissed off that could literally break everyone in half? Rousey's scarier than Braun right now.
Yeah, she is scarier than Braun, which we'll also talk about Braun.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
We have Carmella retaining against Asuka. Told you.
Told you this. No, I told you this was going to happen.
No, I bet it. You bet Asuka.
Oh, yeah, that. But I told you that this other part was going to happen.
James Ellsworth? Yeah.
Yeah.
I called him. I told you about the China thing.
Man, I can't believe it, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Are you happy that he's back?
No, I'm not happy that he's back. I thought we were done with him. I was fine with it the first time, up until like literally last year when we had this match, and then he helped her. He basically won the first Money in the Bank ladder match, which I thought was dumb.
So Carmella's the only woman to have defeated Charlotte and Asuka in singles competition.
Oh my god.
How does that feel?
It feels terrible. It feels so bad.
Mella's money.
Oh my god.
This just shows.
I pray to God that we finally get the first real intergender match. The first real one. And we get Asuka versus James Ellsworth. And we just watch Asuka beat the living shit out of James Ellsworth.
What happened to Becky Lynch?
It was good, but let's be honest. Asuka could make it so much better.
So I have a huge question here. Does Asuka not winning here? And you know what? I'll ask you after this. So we also had Roman Reigns defeat Jinder Mahal,
which was a
classic match.
Dumb. Such
5-star classic. Amazing.
2.25 from
Roman Reigns did a Superman punch with his left hand. Instant 5 stars. He didn't do that, folks.
No. It was a dumb. No, they should have given it to Jinder. It would have been a better story. And then I don't know why.
Nothing about that is good.
None of this is good. It's all bad. So far, it's all bad right now. Well, not all bad, but
pretty bad.
Those two that you just said were bad.
Pretty freaking bad. We have Nia Jax what was it? Ronda Rousey defeating Nia Jax by disqualification. So technically right. Because Alexa Bliss beat the shit out of Ronda with her briefcase and cashed in on Nia Jax and became the new Raw Women's Champion.
Okay, so I don't like the fact that Alexa won the match, but I was pretty freaking stellar happy that she did this as soon as she got the briefcase.
Yeah.
Which is great. I think that it does help progress the storyline. Ronda's going to fuck her up so bad.
But Ronda's never faced a goddess.
You're so fucking terrible. You're so fucking terrible. She's literally gonna break Alexa Bliss like a fucking twig.
She is 5 feet of fury. She's the goddess of WWE.
She's 5 feet built with freaking toothpicks. She's going to fucking murder her. She's gonna make those fake injuries that she does actually real. Do you realize that? That's what's gonna happen.
But has Ronda ever faced a goddess? She's faced a princess. She's faced someone that's not like most girls, but she has not faced a goddess.
You're so terrible. I mean, she did put the goddess through a table, so it's not like it's not gonna happen.
So, tables match?
Oh my god, yes, I would. Yes, I want a specialty match next time.
I'm gonna be completely honest here, though. Ronda's at a disadvantage. Alexa Bliss, undefeated in tables matches.
Oh god. Oh boy, got any more jokes?
Alexa Bliss is also undefeated in steel cage matches. So, we all know that Ronda isn't doing fair in steel cage matches.
Oh my god. Oh boy. That's so bad. Oh boy. I can't even, man. I can't.
But yeah, congrats, Bliss. You.
Good job, Bliss. Good job. It was nice knowing you. You're gonna fucking die, but it was nice knowing you.
I'm glad I got your pops while I had the chance.
You have 2 of them now.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that one now.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
It'll be worth more when Alexa Bliss dies.
Of course.
Yeah.
In memoriam.
Thanks, Ronda.
What was it, the WWE?
Yes, last man standing match. AJ Styles retained his WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, couple things. 1, best match out of the series.
Yes.
2, wrong finish. Should have been Shinsuke. 3, what the fuck are they doing with Shinsuke?
Shinsuke is now facing Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship, which he's going to win. And AJ Styles, after this gauntlet match on SmackDown, is now facing Rusev. You can play
What are they? Yeah.
It's Rusev Day.
I'm so happy about this. He's gonna lose, but man, am I gonna enjoy finally watching Rusev get to be in the main fucking event. Or technically co-main event when it's gonna be the next pay-per-view, so.
That was a co-main event.
Because
Brock's not going to be there.
it's not going on last.
It could.
What's the next pay-per-view?
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules? Who's Roman Reigns facing?
Probably. He's facing multi-man number 1 contender.
And Ronda Rousey's gonna be back by then?
30 days? No, it's like 20... So, Monday was 30. Tuesday was 29. Wednesday was 28.
I mean, you just
Thursday
look at
was
Ronda's
27.
Instagram account.
I love that! I love the countdown! Yo, she's at 26 at the time of this podcast recording.
It's great. Just go on her Instagram. It's fantastic.
Her social media presence is amazing. I love it. They're much better than her promos.
Rivals with the Velveteen Dreams, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think Ronda can take Velveteen.
Oh boy,
She's not ready for the dream experience.
Let's not go down this road.
But yeah, congrats to AJ for winning and getting, because she beat Shinsuke, and that was the thing that helped me win the belt. Jared, ha!
It should have been Shinsuke. Like at this point, they're doing a disservice to him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be pretty excited about Jeff Hardy versus Nakamura for the U.S. belt. That seems like it's gonna be.
And
really
they brought
fun.
back the face paint with Jeff Hardy,
which was great. Joe was really excited about it.
I am too. I love face paint.
But I feel like this is going down the rung for Shinsuke, and I feel really bad.
This is my question now. Does Vince McMahon not believe in Japanese superstars?
Yes. Well,
Is it evident now by giving them both a Royal Rumble push, only for them to both lose and still not win the belt 6 months later?
I mean, AJ eventually wins the belt and beats John Cena, so you kind of can't. He's the only one.
Shinsuke's beaten John Cena.
No, I mean...
And Randy Orton.
Yeah, but clean.
Then lost to Jinder Mahal. No, Shinsuke beat both of them clean. He did.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
John
right.
Cena. But here's the thing. Shinsuke has never defeated the modern-day Maharaja. AJ has. But AJ's never defeated Randy Orton. Which we all know Randy Orton is... Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think when it comes to AJ, I feel it's more the TNA presence of AJ than it is his Japanese version.
I think it's both at this point.
With Shinsuke, it's because he's Japanese. It's just, I don't know why. I think he just wants bigger men holding his belts. That's why Jinder was holding it. That's why Randy was holding it. That's why Brock is currently holding it. And that's why, after the person who won the men's Money in the Bank is definitely going to be holding that belt for a while, hopefully.
All right, we'll get into it. Let's get into it now.
All right, hold on. Let me set this up. Let me find it. Oh, there we go.
I didn't watch it.
No? You didn't? Well, you know what happens.
Let me just get into it like this. Everyone tried to stop Braun. Braun went... Braun then says Braun. Braun proceeds to kill everyone in match. He makes Kevin Owens fly.
He makes the Miz shit his pants several times.
Miz shit his pants.
He shit
Bobby
his pants
shit his pants. Kofi Kingston shit pancake mix. And Bootios. Freaking Samoa Joe turned into a Samoan bitch. Finn Balor went really over the top rope and threw ladders and shit. And Kevin. Kevin.
How he survived after that beatdown was beyond me.
Alright. You know how in Toy Story, how Woody was so impressed. And you were saying is like, wow, I'm really impressed with Kevin Owens with that. Woody goes, wow, Buzz, I can't believe it. You're flying. Buzz Lightyear proceeds to say, not flying, falling with style. Kevin Owens fell with style.
It was, oh my god. And then Braun proceeds to win.
And the only reason why I did not mention Rusev is because Braun spared him, so this way he could win the match. But yes. Braun.
But every single one of them had moments in that match, though. Like Rusev almost put the accolade on like 3 different people at the same time.
He did put the accolade on 3 people, but
then gets quelled over by Braun Strowman.
Jared Joe put it perfectly. Braun is like an STD. You just can't get rid of him.
And now he has the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Oh my god. Brock, you better plan your fucking funeral, man.
I mean, Braun stated as soon as Brock Lesnar shows up, whenever that be, he's getting that belt. He's getting that belt.
Wait. Question. What if Brock goes to the Octagon?
Oh my god, I would fucking love this so much. And then the internet video of Braun Strowman going into the Octagon, pinning Brock Lesnar in the middle of the ring to get the Universal belt. That would totally bring back any legitimacy of that belt back to WWE with Braun Strowman holding it. It'd be fucking amazing. Oh my god.
Oh my god. All I know is I've never been more terrified for Brock Lesnar than I am right now. Because, oh my god, Brock.
But when we talked about this, I mean, I still feel this way about Braun Strowman holding the briefcase. I think it's kind of an easy cop-out. and that's why I don't like it.
Oh, man.
But at the same time, you kind of like the idea that whenever Brock Lesnar shows up to fucking Raw or whatever pay-per-view, Braun Strowman's going to end up being the champ by the end of it. It's going to be great. Oh, boy. I'm excited.
I can't breathe. I am so scared for Brock.
For
Roman.
Our shouting levels are going to go so far and beyond the day of the podcast when that happens. It's going to be bad. Bless you. Bless you. It's going to be bad. Bless you.
Thanks.
Brock Lesnar better be freaking afraid.
So, let's see.
But you know where this is going to lead to now? It's going to lead to WrestleMania, Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns.
In the main event?
In the main event. In the main fucking event.
That's fine.
And you know what?
Roman's
going to win. It's already been decided.
But
the higher powers already decided it.
But what if Braun left Rusev open, so this way Rusev could win? Here's the thing. Terrible idea. Really bad. What if he spared Rusev because he knows that he's easy to beat?
Oh my god. And when he beats AJ Styles, which is, I hope it happens, because I want that to happen because I love
then
Rusev.
Braun comes.
Oh my
And
god. Oh, man, and then Braun would be on SmackDown. Oh my god.
Braun should not have this belt. He should not have the briefcase like this. That is too much power for him.
I mean, he technically could have gone over to SmackDown literally the night after and then done it to AJ then.
But Braun as Mr. Monster in the Bank is scary.
It is scary.
I am terrified for the entire WWE locker room. No one! Oh my god. Here's the thing, folks. I may not have watched it, but I've read up on it. I plan to watch it, but I am so scared at what will happen.
I mean, I have no idea. It's an interesting thought to really wrap our minds around. It's definitely something.
Oh my god. Let's talk about the implications from this past week, though.
Okay.
All right. Seth did another open challenge. New Intercontinental Champion by the name of Dolph Ziggler.
If he's not anymore trying to emulate Shawn Michaels and to this moment, then right now.
I think he's just trying to emulate his fellow Ohio native, The Miz.
This is true.
But yeah. So Drew McIntyre is the new Diesel. Drew McIntyre is going to turn on Ziggler. He's going to be the Intercontinental Champion. Seth Rollins, we feel like, is going to move up to that multi-man match. Current participants, Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley.
I like that idea. Kind of.
What if Seth wins?
Oh, God. I'd rather have that. But I don't think it's going to. But, man, I would love that.
This could lead to Spear versus Spear at SummerSlam. And we delay it by giving Roman Reigns a second Royal Rumble win.
No.
Over Daniel Bryan.
No. Please, for the love of God, no. Hold on. No. That's a terrible idea. That is 100% a terrible idea. It's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to happen.
If Daniel Bryan stays with the company that long, he never re-signed. He still might expire September 1st.
Fuck.
Speaking of Daniel Bryan, guess who he's in a feud with? The Bludgeon Brothers.
They were once family.
Oh my god. Why? Oh my god, why?
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. This past Monday and Tuesday for wrestling was good. I liked generally everything. I really loved what they did with Rusev.
Yes.
With him being the number one contender for AJ Styles' belt. But I think going forward, it's going to be tough. I don't know what they're going to be doing.
Who is Daniel going to partner with against the Bludgeon Brothers? AJ Styles? No. The Miz?
No.
Samoa Joe?
Maybe.
Oh, God, no, please.
Be like, hey, you're an ROH, buddy. Can you just help me out here for a second? No, you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want... No?
Samoa Joe's gonna kill Daniel.
Yeah. That'd be a fun feud, Samoa Joe versus Daniel Bryan.
Nah, I'd rather Samoa versus... I'd rather Joe versus Styles.
I kind of hope that happens.
SummerSlam?
Oh, yeah. If AJ retains, absolutely.
Yeah. Which he's going to. All I know is I don't know what the freak is gonna happen now. I am so terrified for the Raw roster, the SmackDown roster, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, freaking Sable. Everyone's gonna get these hands.
Freaking Sable, get these hands. Oh my god.
It was funny though, because we did a runner-up thing, guys. And Jared, we all picked The Miz. Jared picked Braun. So we ended in a tie. That means I still win. And Jared still lost because of Nicholas, the youngest champion in WWE history. More successful than us. And he's half our age!
Oh my god. Yeah, boy. This is, wow.
Thank you, Nicholas. I still have this belt till SummerSlam. That'll be a 5-month reign.
You're gonna be dethroned by then.
You wish! You would have thought!
Anyway, I guess that's it. I mean, is there anything else we need to talk about?
Oh my god, Braun, just leave a little bit of Brock for his kids. You know, they're still in school. You know.
Be nice to him, Braun.
You know, maybe just have him get one hand.
Not both of these hands.
Yeah.
I guess we can also talk about All In really quickly. I mean, there's just that one little news thing that...
Yeah. They could be streaming, guys. We could be able to watch this shit.
Well, if it's on Twitch, I think I have... Because I think I have Amazon, I think I get Twitch Prime as well. I'm not sure how that works. I have to look into it. It depends where they stream. They know that they're going to do broadcasting it. They just need to figure out how. And the smartest and I think the easiest way to do it is just do the internet. Which is either through Fights or through, I think, there's another one, I forget what it is.
Fuck if I know.
And then, I mean, do it by the other ones, you know, either YouTube or, you know, Twitch. It'd be pretty interesting if it was on Twitch. But, you know, All In, man. It's coming up, man.
Braun Strowman's gonna cash in on Magnus. Be the new NWA World Champion. Or cash in on Kenny Omega.
Or it could be on All In. One of them gets both the belts, and then Braun Strowman cashes in, and then Braun Strowman's both the ROH and the NWA Heavyweight Champion.
And the Universal Champion.
Oh my god.
Braun's expedition of gold has begun.
And on that note, that's a good way to end the podcast.
Oh my god.
Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned to our podcast. Special shout out to the Sachem Public Library for the continued use of their equipment and space. Continue supporting us by rating and subscribing through Patreon, Audio Boom, Stitcher, TuneIn, Castbox, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Play Music, and Apple Podcasts at Marks for Life Podcast. And now, check out our YouTube channel, Marks for Life, for our podcast playlist and other content. Please follow us on our social media on Twitter at Marks for Life Pod, Instagram at Marks for Life Podcast, our Tumblr page, Marks for Life Podcast, and our Facebook page, Marks for Life Podcast. And email us at marksforlifepodcast@gmail.com for any questions, comments, or feedback. Until next time, Audio Marks.